Hey guys, Jaws of Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. So here he is in his jet mode, and now before we take a look at Sentinel himself, as always, let's get a look at the box. So here it is right here, and yeah, as you can see, 17 steps. On this side here, we get art of Sentinel in robot mode, jet mode, all this down here. Here's the top, the side, and the other side. You know, it continues on here from the front. Just quickly look at the bottom. There you go. And now for the back, just get a little bio here. You can pause and read if you want. Get a little screen cap from the movie, which again is really good. For those who haven't seen it yet, please watch it. And yeah, I get renders right here, 17 steps. Is battle mode or whatever it's called. We got all this down here, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So yeah, let's get Sentinel right back onto frame right here. So yeah, this is one I was always curious to see how Hasbro would turn out with this, and I must say I'm not disappointed. But yeah, let's take a close up look here at the jet mode. So here it is. I kind of like it. It's sort of a kind of glossy looking blue plastic. I think it really meshes well, especially with the gold paint right here for the cockpit windshield. And you get some dark gray paint right up here for the nose cone, just the little sections of it. Here's the bottom. Obviously, you can tell it's just a robot, with just some areas moved out a little bit. So pretty ugly. Easily the ugliest part of the jet mode, but the top is the prettiest part, of course. And you get some kind of goldish looking plastic, not real gold plastic, because Hasbro's learned their lesson from that, hopefully. But here's the back. I really love how the thrusters look. I don't know if you could put in the blast effects. You may be able to, but I'm not sure. I don't really test that stuff out, because who's gonna go buy figure and like the first thing you do is just, oh yeah, let's stick a bunch of blast effects in there. Like, what? Yeah, no. No offense to anyone who does that, of course, but just for me, not my thing. But yeah, you get some metallic blue paint right up here, some stripes, and yeah, that's pretty much it there for the jet mode. So yeah, anyways, now for accessories, he comes with his big old pink shield right here, and yeah, here it is. Pretty nice. I mean, not a lot of details, but it's kind of more of a purple. It looks more pink on camera bone. But if you actually look at it with your own eyes, it's like a light purple. So I guess I should say light purple then. But yeah, here's the back. It's paint all around. I'm not sure what the original color was. I think it's like a gray. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So for storage, the only place you could store it, as far as I can tell, is right up here. There's a big old tab there, so you just kind of want to lower down the tail fins here, so you can give it some room. And just put that down. Oh, that's going all the way down there. Oh, there you go. Actually, you can leave that, but I guess if you need space to put it in at first, then just move those down. And it comes with two of his guns right here. They're all in great plastic. Very simplistic looking, not really anything too intricate here, but yeah, you can plug them right on the top. Let me see if there's anywhere else you can put them. I guess right here? Nah. Yeah, I don't know. I think just up here, for this mode at least. So yeah, let's put those in. There you go. So now you have Sentinel Prime here in jet mode with all the accessories stored on the top, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, and now anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Let's see. Here he is with Optimus Prime, the Studio Series. Most of these are going to be the Studio Series 1 figures. So yeah, so here he is with Deluxe Prime. Here's with Megatron. Here he is with Bumblebee. And last but not least, here is with the I forgot what are these, like prime changers? I forgot what they call them. They were basically the mainline deluxes for the Transformers 1 movie in the mainline. So here he is with the prime changer counterpart of this guy. I think that's what it was called. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I absolutely love this one much more. I think, you know, the paint, you know, up front looks way cooler, you know, because you can see here it's just kind of that weird, like, silver sort of. It doesn't hit off the same way as this gold does, I will say. And I think it's more movie accurate, but, you know, this one ain't too bad for just like $20. And I guess on the bottom of the jet it does look much nicer, but of course this one's still the better one regardless. And oh yeah, and this one actually has thrusters on the back unlike this one, so that's a plus. So yeah, let's get right down to the transformations. So yeah, let's take that stuff off. So starting off, you're just going to flip down the tail fins, then just move this all back here, just kind of leave it like that for now. Let's see, then next, just untab the arms from right here. There's like slots down here, and those go into these tabs right here and there. And then after that, just split apart the legs like that. And there we go. And then after that, you just want to bring up these areas right here and kind of get them into place. There we go. They don't click or anything, they just kind of slide right in. You have to push it in pretty good. Alright, and then after that, you just want to untab the wings. It's pretty possible to do. Oh wait, you have to slide them up. There you go. Yeah. Oh, it's still untabbing, but yeah. Speaking of untabbing, just untab all this here. And you're just going to flip for the toes, and then after that, just flip in the thrusters, and then close up the heels. And there we go. So we got that. And then you're just going to bring up all this here, and then push that in, and then after that you can move down the nose cone here, or not the nose cone, but like the whole front section of the jet. And there's a tab right here that'll go in that slot, and you just want to make sure that gets all pushed in. It's a little bit tricky though to get in for some reason. Oh, there you go. And then after that, just push up the forearm section, or the forearm piece. There you go. So now I got the arms done. Let's see. So then we got the wings right here. Here, like before we do that, let's just move around the head. So there you have that. I think for the wings, I think they just kind of stay like that. Let me just, or no, I think they move up. I forgot. It's been a little while since I messed around with this guy. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. So yeah, you just want to move that up right here, and there we go. So now that you got that all done, there you guys have Sentinel Prime in his robot mode, and I think he looks pretty sweet. You know, I do. I really like the way he looks. Just straighten him out, just so you can get a nice little front view here. Yeah, quite dig it. So yeah. Now, anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt. Really nice. Absolutely love, you know, what they did for it. You know, you got the silver for the head crest, and you got some gold on like the ears and the kind of like the mouth guard, sort of, or the cheek guards. Here's what the back of the head looks like. And you got some blue paint right here. And yeah, pretty good. You know, there's no gaps or anything in here, not even in this area. So that's good too. It's all filled in, it's not hollow. So I do appreciate that. So yeah. Now anyways, for the articulation, head can swivel. It's not a ball joint, and there's a reason for that, which we'll get into in a bit, but yeah, but you can still move it side to side quite a bit. In fact, you can do a full 360 right there, so that's good. The only part it hinders is kind of like the up and down movement. Like the up movement is pretty solid, you know, you can look up all the way like that, but you can't really look down. Like it's kind of, you push it forward, but it, you know, that's not supposed to go down there. It's only because of the pressure you put on it, so that makes it go down. So that's kind of a bummer, but at least, you know, they did a pretty decent job trying to have like the little gimmick, which again we'll check out in a bit. But yeah, trying to mix in the gimmick with the neck movement, so that's good. Now for the shoulders, they're on ball joints. Yeah, they're on ball joints. They can rotate around a full 360 degrees, and the biceps are on pin joints right here, so you can move them outwards this much. He does have a bicep swivel right here. It's really tight, and he does have a bend at the elbow, just under 90 degrees. He does not, unfortunately, does not have any wrist rotation or like any movement in here, so that kind of sucks. Let's see, he does have a waist swivel, and the legs can kick up this far, and they can go backwards that much, and they can do the splits outwards that far. And let's see, swivel, kind of a thigh swivel, just right in there, just right above the knee. And speaking of the knee, you do get a bend right here, and yeah, then you get an ankle pivot, and the toes can move up and down. And as for the wings, well, you know, you can position them like that, or kind of angle them like this or that, so you get some options there too, which I do like. But yeah, as far as articulation is concerned, that's pretty much it, and this won't stay in. That's kind of another one of my complaints with this guy, is that these don't lock in pretty well. Oh well. Which is why they should have had like click joints for those, because they would have been more solid. But yeah. Now for accessories, you know, it comes with these right here, the two guns and the shield. So yeah, let's attach that right on. So there's the two tabs right on both sides of his forearms where you can attach the shield on either side. So I'll just go ahead and put it here. And then yeah, you got his guns too. So yeah, I can put one in here and one right in here. And I think, based on what I see, there's like a hole sort of right here on the side of his bicep. And I think you might be able to attach them right in there. Yeah. So you could do that if you want to, kind of give him the Seeker look. And we're on the wings now. And I think that might be it. So yeah, let's go ahead and put that back in his hand. And yep, yeah, there you guys have that. Now, before we do the size comparisons, let me just show off what I was teasing. I mean, well, we did see it on the packaging, but I'm actually going to show off now. So yeah, for those who remember what happened in the movie, you know, I don't think a lot of people do, sadly, but in the film towards the end, Sentinel shows off that he has this kind of super mode, sort of, where, you know, he just gets bigger and stronger, kind of like what pretty much every iteration of Optimus Prime in the Unicron trilogy did. You know, you'd have this normal mode and then his like bigger super mode. So that's essentially what they did with Sentinel in the film, which I think was kind of unnecessary, because I mean, he was already strong enough, but I guess it was cool enough, maybe, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so, but anyways, yeah, let's show off how you do it. So Let's start off here with the feet. So you just want to bring back the old thrusters from before. They're a little hard to get out. They're not too hard to get out, but yeah. And then you just want to flip down the toe there, and yeah, just do the same here. Close that up. Or maybe keep it. I think you keep it like this. Yeah. All right, and then next you just want to push for the forearm piece on this arm, and then also on this one. There you go. Pretty tight. And then finally, you just want to flip down the yellow piece right here in the chest, and you'll see a little blue thing right there in the middle. I mean, there's a lot of blue here, but right, just right above that, like a little yellow line right there, that's his battle mask, but it's really hard to get out, so here, let me just get all his guns and just try to see if I can flip it out. Or wait, can I use my nail here? I think this makes it easier. Maybe. Here, let me just go off camera real quick and then just flip out for you guys so you don't have to see me trying to get it out. Okay, so I got it out. I mean, it wasn't too hard, but I'm so glad I did it off camera because it would have been pretty pathetic to see me try to scrape it out. But yeah, so you just put it up right there, close up this, and once you got that done, there you guys have Sentinel and his big weird super mode thing. I don't know what they call it. It's essentially a super mode though, and I think it's all right. I mean, you know, it is. I mean, it is accurate to the film. I just don't really care for this. It looks pretty stupid. I mean, I like the battle mask. That's like the only real cool thing that you get out of it. But aside from that, it just, yeah. Let me sprout the wings a little more to give it more of an aggressive look. I think that helps it just a little bit, but I don't know. And of course, yeah, since his hands are now not available for some reason, he can't hold the guns, but of course we can bring back what we had in the alt mode, the jet mode, and you can just put the guns right back on top of the shield, and this is what it shows on the packaging, so, and the instructions too. So yeah, you can just attach that right in there, and then you can give him a weapon. So at least he's armed while looking like this. That's good. I just really hate how like the feet look. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I get it's a Voyager, it's, you know, your standard Voyager, and they just decided to go the extra mile and include this, which I think is still cool. I'm glad they did, because, you know, it was probably one of his most notable scenes. Aside from the other stuff, which I won't spoil. I know the movie's been out for more than half a year, but I know not everyone's seen it. I just want everyone to enjoy, you know, the first time experience of watching it, just like, you know, how I did. So I ain't gonna spoil it, but yeah. But I will say one thing, yeah, of course, yeah, I wouldn't say suited up, but kind of upgraded in a way to this in the movie. I think it was in the final battle. Obviously, it had to have been, because I mean, well, you waste on like the opening, but. Yeah, let me just get him right back into his main robot form, and let's put this back here, and this in there, and then this looks cool though. You know, like honestly, I'm perfectly fine with having him like this, just having the battle mask. I think that's already cool enough, but obviously, you know, you gotta make him taller and everything, so. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just keep them staying stuff straight. There you go. So yeah, now anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Optimus, and you can actually see they're, actually about the same. Actually, you know what? I think Optimus might be a little taller. Which is weird, because this guy's a Voyager and this guy's a Deluxe. I think the main reason this guy's a Voyager, though, is because of the budget, you know, specifically with the whole gimmick, which, you know, isn't a lot, but but it's definitely high quality and everything. This is pretty. You can tell this is definitely a nice high quality Voyager class figure, but the fact that he's just a little smaller than the deluxe, I mean that's kind of the first, honestly, because I've seen like Voyager class figures that are about the same scale as a leader or something, or like commanders and leaders, but I don't think I've seen something like this before, so that's a little odd. Here's the Megatron. He's just a little bit taller than Megatron, I think, yeah. Here's with Bumblebee. I mean, here you can definitely tell this is deluxe, that's Voyager. I think the thing with Prime and Megatron is that they're like bigger deluxes maybe, and this guy's just a bit of a smaller Voyager, so that sort of equates to roughly the same scale. I don't know. And here is with the Prime Changer Sentinel. You can really see the jump in quality right here. Yeah, I mean the plastic they used here is fine, but I think this one definitely gets the job done much nicer. And oh yeah, no, this guy did have head movement. Why did I think that he didn't? I don't know. But yeah, this guy definitely for the win. But this one's still good too. If you want to pay $35, you just want to pay 20. Hey, it's your choice. But again, way superior to this. But yeah, that's pretty much it there for the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. And yeah, overall I'd say he's a really, really good figure. Just a little bit better than, well, it is about what I was expecting, but I still really enjoy the figure. I absolutely love the amount of paint that they put on the guy. I forgot to mention that. They really jacked him up with all the paint. All the little small little golden areas and stuff, and the blue. I think it looks pretty nice. The gimmick. It's a little overrated. I'm sure a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, this is like the best thing ever." I've seen cooler gimmicks from Hasbro. Like the let's say Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime, like the big one. That one was way cooler. But for a modern day Voyager, it's still really cool that we even have this. And at the same time, he manages to look really, really accurate to the film. So hey, that's a win, right? But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Pretty solid figure. Love the roll-up mode. I also love the jet mode. The weird super mode is okay, but yeah, so anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways guys, as always, to all, R1.